たおはようって言ってまた夢を見せて今日も元気で過ごせたらいいよねこんなに単純で当たり前なことが本当は一番見失いがちだからね目を開けたまま見る夢知らない明日へ運ぶメリーゴーラウンド君と肩を組んで君と手をつないで恋人だったり友達でいたいからおはようって言ってまた夢を見せて自然なその生き方でいいからさ
Who failed?
Where should I start? Maybe at the beginning of the third round.
Keel. Maybe you don't recognize me like this.
Illumi? Kilua's older brother?
Yes. Gitarika is just an alias he was using during the exam. And since he originally applied to the committee under his real name, Illumi Zoldyck, he's done nothing wrong.
Tell me, what happened next?
Okay. I'll describe everything as best I can.
That's Kilua's brother?
Hey. I heard about you stabbing Mom and Miluki.
Huh?
Yeah, so what?
Huh?
Mom was in tears, you know.
Well, who could blame her after being treated like that by her own son? What's the matter with you anyway?
She was so happy.
What the?
She said she couldn't believe that her little boy was all grown up. But she was still worried about you being out on your own, so she asked me to follow you to make sure you'd be all right. But imagine my surprise. I never knew you wanted to become a hunter. The only reason I'm here is because a hunter license would be useful in my next job.
He wore that creepy disguise this whole time just so he could spy on his little brother? This guy means business.
Once I have the license, it'll make things a lot easier for me. Sorry for hiding from you. Well, now that you know why I'm here, tell me, why do you want to be a hunter?
It's not like I wanted to become a hunter. It's just, I had nothing better to do, that's all.
Oh, really? I'm glad to hear that. Now let me give you a little piece of advice. Listen to me. Keel. You'll never make a good hunter. Your calling is as an assassin.
Is that really what he said?
Yes. Those were his exact words.
Kilua told me about his family once. About what they do.
There must have been some truth to what Illumi was saying, because it really affected Kilua. And that's not all he said.
There is no fire in you, only darkness.
You're wrong.
You have no dreams, desires, or ambitions of your own.
You're wrong.
The only thing that makes you truly happy is extinguishing someone else's life.
You're wrong!
No, it's true, because you were brought up to be this way by our father and myself. But I shouldn't have to tell you this. You know it as well as anybody, don't you, Kilua? This isn't who you are at all, so why are you trying to become a hunter?
It's true. I'm not at all interested in becoming a hunter. But there are other things that I want.
No, there aren't.
There is! Even now there's one thing I want.
Huh? Then tell me, what is it? What's wrong? Maybe you don't really want anything after all. Could that be it?
I do. I want to be friends with Gon. Because I don't want to kill anymore. I'm sick of it. I want to have friends like Gon. I want to hang out, have fun, and just be normal.
That's impossible. You can't be a friend to anyone. You're only capable of seeing other people in terms of whether or not you're supposed to kill them, because that's the way you've been brought up. You're confused. You've never met anyone like Gon before, and you think he likes you, but you don't really want to be his friend.
You're wrong.
And if you continue trying to be his friend, eventually you'll get the urge to kill him, just to see if you can actually do it. It's in your nature. You were born for only one purpose: to kill.
Maybe you're right. But I would never kill Gon. I want to be his friend, and I'd never, ever kill a friend.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Let me put it this way. This thing with you and Gon is kind of like when a kid wants a puppy. They promise they'll take care of it and feed it, but before long the novelty wears off and the animal gets neglected.
I've already warned you about interfering.
Yeah, don't worry, I won't. Hey, Killua, I don't really care if this guy is your brother. He has no idea what the hell he's talking about. Don't listen to him. I mean, come on, comparing people to dogs? Gon's not some puppy. Just take him down fast and pass the exam. You said you want to be one of Gon's friends? Don't you know? You and him have already become friends. And if Gon were here, he'd tell you the same thing.
Huh? Is that true?
I just said so, you moron!
So, Gon already considers you a friend. That does pose a problem. Oh well. I guess I'll have to kill him. An assassin doesn't need friends. They only complicate things. Now, where
Can't
can
think
I
now.
find
Your match
him?
is still in progress.
Where?
He's right next door in the recovery room.
Thank you. Don't worry, you're not dying. Your face is just changing a little. But if you don't remove those pins in time, it might never return to normal. Ah, now what am I supposed to do? Like I was saying earlier, I need to get this license for my job. But if I kill these guys, I'll fail the test and then Keel would pass automatically and become a hunter. That won't work. I guess the same is true if I kill Gon. I know. I'll get the license first and then kill Gon. And once I have my license, the committee couldn't revoke it, even if I were to kill everyone in this room. Isn't that right?
Correct. There's no rule that says you can't.
So, do you hear that, Keel? It looks like in order to save Gon, you've got to defeat me. The question is, would you fight your brother to save your friend? Can't do it, can you? But you're probably not worried about your friend at the moment because all that matters to you is whether or not you have what it takes to beat me. Of course, I don't need to tell you how this is going to end. We both know that you're no match for me. Never go up against a superior opponent. I've told you that many times before, haven't I? Don't move. I'll take your next move as a signal to start our fight. Or wait until I touch you and we can start our fight then. There'll be no turning back. There's only one way out of this, and you know what it is. But rest assured, little brother, if you don't fight against me here and now, your precious friend Gon is as good as dead.
Take him down, Killua! We're not gonna let him kill you or Gon, okay? And even if he tries to, he'll have to get through us first. You just do what you've gotta do! Killua!
think that's enough for now.
No, I'm all right. Please, tell me what happened next.
Okay, if you insist.
I surrender. You're right, Eel. I can't beat you.
I'm so glad you did that. There's really no need for us to fight. You know I was only kidding, Keel. I was never actually going to kill Gon. But the way you were talking about him didn't sound like the Killua I know, so naturally I became a little concerned. I was only trying to look out for my little brother. I'm so glad we finally got that cleared up, aren't you? You really shouldn't have been trying to make friends in the first place. There's no need for them. However, now that you know better, you can go back to doing the job that Dad and I have trained you to do. And when the time comes for you to get a hunter license, I'll let you know. But for now, you don't need one. Is that clear, Killua? Is that clear, Killua?
After that, it was as if all the life had drained out of Killua. No matter what Leorio or Kurapika said to him, it just couldn't get him to respond. And then, just as the match between Leorio and Boldero was getting underway, Boldero was rushed to the hospital, but died soon afterwards. It was a clear violation of the rules. The committee had no choice but to disqualify him. It looked to me like he did it on purpose.
Oh. Killua. 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 Killua!
Gon?
Apologize. Apologize to Killua.
Apologize? For what?
You don't even know what you did wrong?
No.
Then you're not qualified to be his brother.
Are there qualifications to be a brother?
Well, you don't need qualifications to be friends with someone either.
This kid.
We are going after Killua. You don't have to apologize, as long as you tell me where he went.
What are you planning to do?
There's only one thing I can do. I'm gonna find him and bring him back.
The way that you say that makes it sound as if he has been kidnapped or something. But the truth is that Keel walked out of here of his own free will.
No, he didn't. Because you must have brainwashed him or something, which isn't very much different from kidnapping.
Actually, we were discussing that very thing just before you walked in, Gon. In fact, your friends Leorio and Kurapika lodged a formal complaint on Kilua's behalf. They also felt that his disqualification was unjustified, and were trying to get to the bottom of it.
Huh?
During the match against Gitarakaru, or should I say Illumi, it became clear to us that Kilua was not himself. I believe he was under the influence of hypnosis, and for that reason his actions were not his own. Typically, a person can't be forced to kill, even under the deepest hypnosis. But with Kilua, that wouldn't be the case. Killing is normal to him. He thinks nothing of it.
The situation gets complicated because it happened during my match with Bororo. So I'm pretty sure some of you must be thinking that he was trying to help me pass the exam. But then guess what? The one who gets disqualified would be me and not Kilua.
In any case, if he was under someone else's influence, he shouldn't be held responsible for his actions. Therefore, failing him is completely unjustifiable.
What you have is an interesting hypothesis, but is there any way of proving that it's true? None of us heard or saw Kilua receive an order that told him to kill someone, so we certainly can't draw any conclusions that he had been hypnotized, can we?
Yes, I know.
Not only that, but I don't think the outcome of Leorio's match against Bodoro would have been all that different if Kilua hadn't interfered. Before the tournament started, I felt that the two of them were evenly matched. I knew that Bodoro was better at fighting because he had far more experience, while Leorio had a clear advantage in terms of his youth and agility. But we also have to consider the fact that Bodoro had been so badly injured during his previous match against Hisoka and hadn't fully recovered. So everyone knew that Leorio had the upper hand. That's certainly what I thought. Therefore, it wasn't necessary for Kilua to help him win.
Well, that didn't work.
There's something else we should go over. I'm really curious to know what happened between you and Hisoka in the first round. What did he say to you? You both still had energy left to fight, and then he leaned in and whispered something in your ear. Next thing you know, he surrenders. Weird, huh? If someone receives a threat, then it makes sense that they might admit defeat. That's what happened between me and Hanzo. And it also happened during the match between Bororo and Hisoka. But in your situation, it's exactly the opposite. Which makes me believe that you and Hisoka must have reached some kind of secret agreement. So I figure, if we're gonna sit here debating what you think is suspicious, then we should also start looking at the way you won your match. Therefore, if you've got nothing to hide, all you have to do is tell us what Hisoka said just before he decided to forfeit the match.
I don't have to answer that.
I think we have a right to know.
I don't. If you're unhappy by the way I passed, then you must feel terrible about passing by default.
What did you say?
There's no point in arguing. We've all passed the exam. It doesn't matter how or why. If you don't feel like you deserve it, then it's up to you to change that. I know for a fact that Kilua can pass this exam if he tries again. It's too bad he got disqualified this time around, but that's okay. Illumi, you made your little brother into an assassin. And you made him kill even though he didn't want to. I'll never forgive you for that.
You won't forgive me? Really? So, what will you do?
I'll do nothing to you. I'm just gonna make sure Kilua never has anything to do with you or your family ever again.
All right, I think everything's settled. It's just as Gon pointed out. Everyone has to decide for themselves whether or not they deserve to become a hunter. We've heard what you had to say, but the committee will not be overturning any decisions based on these objections. Kilua has failed the exam this year, which of course means that all of you have passed.
Then I guess this was just a big waste of time since nothing's changed.
On the contrary, you've all had an opportunity to voice your concerns about Killua. Now you can put your minds at ease knowing that you did everything you could to help him. And not only that, you've seen that I'm not too old or too stubborn to listen to reason. So without further ado, I would like to announce that this year's Hunter exam is over! On behalf of the exam committee, I'd like to congratulate all of you on your success. From this day forward, you're on your own. And if you thought this exam was difficult, just wait till you see what lies ahead. But each one of you now has what it takes to face any challenge that might come your way. It's official, all 7 of you have passed. You are now licensed hunters. We have reached the end. You are all dismissed.
Gita? No. Illumi!
What do you want now?
I want you to tell me where to find Killua.
You don't know what you're getting yourself into.
That's my problem, not yours. Killua's my friend, and I'll do whatever I gotta do to find him. Where's Killua? I have to find him! Next time on Hunter x Hunter. Disband, party, unpleasant ties. Leorio, Kurapika, see ya.
"聞いたのね大地にそよぐ風の声」